Hello, if you're watching. Just got in and started working on doing a silly face, and I just wanted to share what I'm working on. I'm a bit sick, but we're gonna make it happen. Let me see if I could find the some music or something. I haven't really made any new music. I should put this in a timeline. Let me check. I'll just leave it there. Maybe do that. So the way I do this, is I have this regular sculpt right here, right? And then you go up here to tools, and you go right here to clone. You press clone, and then you press live clone. Then you press L1 and R2, and it'll make a copy. When you make a copy of it, you grab the copy and you turn it sideways like this. Matter of fact, let me show you. So this is the sculpt I'm working on, right? I'm gonna show you. What's up, man? How's it going? I'm gonna show you show a little trick. Whoever wants to see of how not to get flat face. So let's say this is a head that I'm doing, right? Let's say this is a nose, right? Or better yet, I'm not gonna do the nose yet, not yet. Okay. So this is the head that I'm gonna sculpt, right? You know when you're looking at a head and you're looking at it from the front, or you're looking at it from the side, and you don't want to get like flat face, so you want all the proportions to be right. You want it to look good from that angle, and you want it to look good from this angle. right? So if you're doing this, and let's say I'm putting a nose, let's say I'm putting this nose. Let's say this is a nose. That's a nose. You look at it and you say, okay, it looks good. Then let's say I want to do like the eye sockets. Let's say these are the eye sockets. Like that, right? You say, okay, this looks good, but you don't know what it looks like from a different angle. Because it could look good from this angle, but as soon as you turn it this way, the nose might not be the way you want it to be. Or the eye sockets or whatever, or the cheeks. So what I do is, you have this like this, right? You scope all the way out. You go up here to tools, and then you go right here to where it says clone. Click on it. Then you go here to live clone. Make sure this is checked, live clone. And then I'm using the DS4 right now. Well, what you do is copy this. So I hold down L1 and R2. I'm gonna make a copy of it, and then I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna turn it on its side like this, and I'm gonna place it right next to it like this, and I'm gonna sit it right there. Then I'm gonna circle out. I'm gonna get out. So now I'm gonna scope into this one, L1 and X. So now if I want to place the nose, look what happens. Now when I'm placing it, I can see what it looks like from the side, not only from the front. Now raise the blend a little bit. So if I want to place the nose down, I can see where I'm placing it. You see, I could place it down here, I could place it up here. I basically know what it looks like from the front and from the side at the same time. You see? So if I do that, then if I do this, you see the clone, how you can see what it looks like? You see what you can see what it looks like from the side at the same time. You see that? So now I'm gonna do like the eye sockets or whatever. So now if I do some cheeks, let's say if I wanted to put some cheeks on them. If I want to put some cheeks on them like this, you see, I can see what it looks like from the side too, not just from the front. So if I place the cheeks down like that. So now let's say I want to put some lips on them. Let me go to donut shape, fill donut, right? Let me take the mirror off. So let's say I want to put some lips on them. Let's say I want to get this a little bit thinner. Let's do like that, and then blend up just a little bit. So now when I put the lip, you see, look, when I put the lip, I can see on the side one, on the side, I can see what it looks like. See, because you might place this lip on them. You see, you might place this lip on it like that, and it really looks like this from the side. So you might say to yourself, "Oh, that lip looks good," right? From this angle, it looks good. From this angle, it looks good from the front. But then look how it looks from the side. You see, it looks like a duck face. So that's why if you use this, you can say, "Oh, okay. If I do it like that, look, you see how it looks good right there?" Or if I do this, yeah. You see? Now I can. It looks like this, but now you know what it looks like from the side too. You see, that looks better. You see. Now I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna tell you one thing. In your settings, you have to have, when you go here to My Preferences, when you go here to where is it? Oh, okay. Right here, when you go to My Preferences, when you go to Display, it needs to be on minimal. Because if you have it on all, see, if you click on all, well, when you start off, you're not going to be able to see what you're doing on the clone because it's grayed out. It's not going to do nothing on the clone. It needs to be this needs to be on minimal visual feedback, not on all. Minimal. Like that, when you see how it's the same color, you're working on both at the same time. That's how that works. If you have that setting on the other way, this is gonna be grayed out and and blurry, and you're not gonna be able to see what it is that you're doing. So make sure you have it on minimal, so you can see both at the same time. So that's that. Okay. So that's that. I'm gonna redo these lips and these faces. This is not what I intended it to look like. That was just to show you. That was just to show you how I do the faces, so I can make sure that it looks good from the front and from the sides. Now another thing I wanted to show you was the reason that I use motion controls to do these things more than the DS4. The reason is, now see, I'm pushing let's say I have a shape, right? This is a shape. Now look at this. I want to show you something. You see the shape coming towards me? You see how it's not moving the camera? When it gets to a certain point, you see how the camera starts moving back? Okay, now I'm gonna move it forward with the L3, the left joystick. I'm moving it forward. Watch. Look how the camera moves forward. After a certain point, the camera moves forward on its own. I'm not moving the camera; it's doing it on its own. Now I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna move the shape towards me. You see you see at a certain distance it doesn't move, but once it gets at a certain distance it does move. You see it moves the camera, moves forward, back. With the motions that doesn't happen. With the motions you control the camera. For the camera to move forward and back, like zooming in. But when you do it with the DS4, this happens, and there's no way for you to fix that. There's nothing you can do about that. There's no option to turn that off or make that not happen. This is the reason I use the motion controls for painting or sculpting, and I don't use the DS4. You see how the camera's moving forward and back. That's without yeah, that is really annoying, because the reason I'll tell you, the reason it's annoying is because if I'm working on something, right? You see how you see how the camera, if I'm working on something, let's say I'm doing the cheek right here. Let's say I'm working on the cheek and I'm messing around like this on the cheek. You see how the camera moved? It moved on me. I'm just checking how I want the cheek to be. And as I'm doing that, there, the camera moved. The camera moved again. I don't want the camera to move. Look. And that only happens with the DS4. It doesn't happen with the motion controls. So I recommend, you can use the DS4, but I recommend for painting or doing sculpts like this to use the the motion controls. This was a big problem that I was having, uh, and the only solution I found was to use the motion controls. Another thing that bothers me that I have mentioned before is, I'm gonna show you. This is another thing that bothers me a lot. Okay, let's say I'm working on this face, right? Scope in. I have the shape, right? So let's say I want to place a eyeball. Let's say I want to do an eyeball. Start new sculpture, because I'm gonna make it white and shiny. Okay, let's say I'm gonna place an eyeball, right? You see how just by me doing this, the camera's moving forward and back. That's not me doing it. Okay, so when I place an eyeball down, and let's say I want to do details on the eye, right? So let's say I want to paint. This is something else that annoys me. So I have an eyeball. Let me do that. Okay. So this is something that is very annoying too. I'm scoping to the eye. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do details, let's say. I'm gonna do something on the eye or on the face or whatever. You see this blurry white fuzzy thing? It's taken up my whole screen, the whole middle of my screen. So let's say I want to do that. So whatever, let's say I do that. Yellow. Color. So something like that. That's just a quick eye. Let's say that's just a quick eye. But if I'm working, if I want to do small details in the eye, I have this fuzzy white thing all in front of my screen. And that's the surface snap. Right here is not that bad, but when you start doing like small details on the face, it gets really annoying. See, like let's say I want to do, let's say I want to do this. All right, I forgot that I'm in the paint. So let's do let's do that. And I'm in surface snap. I forget sometimes. Just a little bit. So let's say I put this there like that. I should turn on mirror too, I forgot. So I could do it on both sides. So let's say I put that there. Then that there. So if that's like that, and let's say I want to put, work on some details right here, like some wrinkles. You see how I got all this white fuzzy outline in front of me? You see? Look at this. Look at that. I can't really see what I'm working on because I have this in front of me. Look at that. You see that? Look. So that's another problem. But for now, this isn't even the face that I'm trying to do. So I'm gonna go back. Okay, that's really where I wanted to, what I really wanted to show you. So what I'm doing now is I'm looking at a book. I have a book of facial expressions, and it's got all kinds of faces and heads and stuff of different facial expressions. And what I'm doing is I'm looking at it, and I'm gonna work off of one that's in here. So again, if I'm working on this one, I'm gonna get whatever it is I'm working on here. So let's start off and start doing something here. Let me do this, and I'm gonna make it dark. I'm gonna use like a dark red, something like that for the inside of the mouth. So this is kind of what the face looks like that I'm working on. And it's all realistic faces, it's not cartoonish. And another thing that I'm starting to notice is about doing faces and heads and stuff is that I think I'm gonna start doing each thing as a separate shape. And what I mean by that is the nose and the eyes and everything is a separate shape, because when you're working on it, when you're working on the nose, let's say I do a nose and it's on the head. If you get it wrong, you can't really work on the sides and stuff without messing up the cheeks and everything else. So I'm gonna start trying to do it as a separate thing. So let me try that. I'm gonna try that now. So if we do start new sculpture, this is a new sculpture. color picker, which is that color. You see how the camera moves on me? So I'm gonna do blend just a little bit, but matter of fact, this is the wrong shape. Remember, as I said before, I like to use the curve tool for the nose to do noses. And I have mirror on. I shouldn't have mirror on because I want it to be just one thing. Okay, the blend doesn't really matter because it's a separate shape. All right, man. Thanks for watching. At least you learned a little bit of something here. I gave you a little bit of something. Yeah. Oh yeah, another thing. Let me see. I don't think the live clone is on. Live clone? What's going on here? Yes, it is. There you go. Gotta make sure you have that live clone on. So now you see when I'm using the live clone, I can see where I'm placing the nose. That's how that works. Now I can see where the nose is and where I'm placing it. See, because to me, I can look at it and say, oh, that's good. You know, it looks good right there. Right? It looks good to you from that angle, but if you look at it from the sides, look how long it is. So then you might make it in this angle, and then when you look at it, you say, oh, no. That's not right. You know? That's why you have to use the live clone, so you could, when you place it, you can see how it is. See, that's better. Something like that is better. So I'm gonna place it there. You see? And then you look at it from this angle, you see how it looks good? So it looks good from both angles. Let me get this yeah, right. Yeah, that was fun, man. That was lots of fun. Let me see. I'm gonna do this. Something like that. This is gonna be a short video. I'm not gonna. Alright, brother. Good night. Get some rest, man. Get some nostrils. Let me get this darker. Get a darker color. Something like that. That's another thing. If you can't really see what you're doing, you want to turn on you want to turn on the studio lighting if you can't see what you're doing. So I'm gonna put this in there like that. That's good. I'm gonna do some eyes. Let me see. Well, I could do some lips too. And that's the thing, like I was saying, you can do some lips as a separate. separate. Let's get some, let's get a different color. Something like that. Might be too thick. Let me see. Something like that. Might be the wrong shape. Wrong shape. I use this instead. And the thing I do with lips too is, if you want, you can raise this looseness amount just to give it a little bit more texture. And always remember when you're placing this down to look what it looks like on the side there. That's not bad. So I'm gonna do the bottom lip. Bottom lip like this. Then I'm gonna have to spray paint the inside of that lip. Just like that. Let's do that. So I'm gonna change this. Well, not really spray paint, but I could do this and then cut on the inside. Just to get it right. There you go. Something like that. So let me look for that's the wrong one. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So now if you look at it, you see how it looks all right from this angle, but then you look at this one and it's got this lump right here. You see it's got this little lump right here. That means that I came out too much right here on this thing. Let me turn this on because I can't really see what's going on. So I'm gonna fix it now. That's how I'm gonna fix it. See, because if I zoom in here, I can see what's going on the other one over there. See? See the other side over there? Probably the wrong shape again. All I'm doing is fixing that. See, now it's better. But then we got this stuff in here. You see how it's it's not good. So let me fix this with this color. Stick this in there. Okay. So now I'm gonna work on these eyes a little bit. Gonna make these eye sockets a little bit bigger. Color picker, that's good. You know what? I shouldn't mess with the color just a little bit. Darken it up just a little bit. Something like that. Something like that. You don't watch out not to mess up the nose. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do now. And make this eye different shape. Start new sculpture. And I'm gonna do change this to that. That's what I like to use. Raise this just a little bit. What's up? Hello, hello. I'll place that there. Do that there. Yeah, that's good. So I think I need to pull this out a little bit more. And again, looking at the side to make sure you get it right. What's up, Donnie? How you doing, man? Doing all right? Just showing off a little bit of how to do live cloning. Use a live cloning to make sure you get your faces right. You get some pink for those cheeks. Maybe this. Raise this up a little bit, just so we could get some texture. Just a little bit, not too much. Yeah, right? Very sexy. Just a little bit of red there. Something like that. All right. I'm gonna start messing with these eyes. So you see now, if I'm working on the eye, it just works on the eye. It doesn't mess with the face, with the rest of the face. So what I could do is I could cut it. I'm gonna cut it. And this is something I'm trying out new just to see what it looks. I should use the curve tool instead of this one. So if I do that, always shiny for eyes. I can always cut it, so it's not a problem. I could always cut this. So if I go to brown, I'm gonna go to brown. And now when I cut it, I'm just gonna cut the eyelids, not the eye or anything else. Needs more blend. I'm just showing you how it's not cutting. How if you want to work on details for the eye and stuff like that, you don't have to mess with the rest of the face, because it's a separate it's a separate shape. And you can always mess with this, like edit this. So if I wanted to do that, I could do that too. Just to fix it. You see, if I mess with this, I could do it without messing with the eyeball or the face. It doesn't mess with it. Now if I see how it highlights the eyeball, and it highlights this, and then the head. It's three different things. So if you want working on the nose, you could do the nose like that too. You work on the nose and it won't mess with this cheek. Or if you want to do the mouth, you could do the mouth and it won't mess with the nose or the rest of the face. So this, I'm gonna just paint this. And whenever I'm painting, I'll usually always use surface map. Something like that. Something like that. That's probably a little bit off. All right, looking good. But that's the problem with painting. With painting, like let's say you want to do want it to be a male, and then you get the lips a little bit too pink, a little too red, it starts looking like a female. So you gotta watch out for that. I'm gonna do a tongue. I'm gonna do a tongue in here. So let's say, what color? So say that one, maybe. I think that's better for a tongue. Now let's try this one. Whoa, what happened here? I got surface snap on or something? What's going on? Oh, yeah, I had some surface snap and I didn't even notice. The blend is too much. You see how it blends all the way in the back there? You don't want it to blend that much. Just a little bit. Now you see when I did the cheeks, how it made these balls in here? You don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. I'm just gonna clean up this inside here. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right, let me see what I gotta do. I gotta make some bigger cheeks. They're too colors too dark. What's missing? Teeth. Teeth are missing. Start new sculpture. I'm gonna have to cut the stream short because I got talking in the background. Yeah. You don't have to use a mirror here if you don't want to. And spray paint this. Maybe brown. A light brown. Just to give it. I keep forgetting to turn on the surface snap whenever I'm spray painting. You want to have that surface snap turned on. Get some black in here. Turn the blend down. All right, see, so that's what this is what it looks like from the front, and this is what it looks like from the side. The reason you can't see the eyes is because it's a separate shape. But if it would have been the same, shape as the face, you would be able to see it. So this is the live clone. See, if I turn it this way, that's what it's like without the eyes. So I make the live clone just so I could see what it looks like when I'm sculpting from the side. But yeah, I mostly wanted to show you the live clone, how I do the live clone, so you won't get different, so it won't look bad from different angles. So if it looks like this, looks like that, you see it looks the same. That's because I've been using this live clone technique. Trying to see, you know, I'm gonna make some hair the way that I like to do hair. A lot of people use the paint tool to use hair. I like to just use a separate sculpt. So if I go start new sculpture, let's say I do this. Stamp. Again, surface snap is on. Well, I didn't notice. So if I put this here, this is the same little trick that I used for the beach when I was showing the beach level. Oh yeah, I gotta check that out, man. Thanks, man. It's funny because I told you, hey, I wanna do that, but I forgot that I didn't add you for collaborator. That you're never gonna be able to do it if you're not added as a collaborator. I just wanted to show a little bit of how to do the head with the live cloning. So that's what I've been kind of showing. That's good, man. I want to check it out. Which one did you do? Let me see. Just messing around, man. I got this character that I want to finish, and I haven't finished yet. Oh, that Miguel. You did Miguel. This one you did, right? Wonder how you did that, cause you had to cut his jaw. Yeah, that's what I thought. You had to cut his jaw to make it work. Now this, if you don't like how it looks, you can always come back and do this. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, you had to do a lot of surgery to that jaw, man, to make it work. Oh, yeah, you gotta... Let me see. Color. One eye is not the same. Gotta use the blend, man. Gotta use the blend. Do I have surface snap on again? That's one thing I forget. No, it's not on. Oh, the position they're not positioned the same. But it doesn't matter. It's just messing around, man. I didn't line up the eyes the same. They're not lined up. Or I could just make them bigger. So did you can I check it out now, or it's not done? What you did with the puppet? Like you, that's what you look like. So I'm doing a self-portrait without knowing. So did you have to do this? Let me see. Let me see. You had to do this. Where's the tool at? Tools. Is it this one? Cut out. Let me see. Which one is it? Is it this one? Ah. Let me see. Is it like this that you do it to cut it? Let me see. How you do the surgery? Like this? Where is it? Oh, like that? Hold on. Like that? Oh, I shouldn't have done the... Hold on. Ah. Oh, that's why, because these teeth are connected to the top ones. Let me see. Let me get rid of these. Okay. Okay. All right. Something like that. Oh man, that's a lot. It's probably a lot of work. But it's like it's hard to get this smooth though. To get the, I mean, I don't know. Let me see. Maybe I gotta cut this some more. Maybe I should cut this more. Let me see. Let me see if I do it like this. Let me see if I can make it look smoother. Oh, what did I do? Did I just delete the whole head? Oh yeah, that's what I did. I deleted the whole head. Let me see. Why is it deleting the top? Look at that. Yeah, right? They said, who's washing dishes? They've been washing dishes for a while. Yeah, that's why I was gonna cut the stream short, man. They started washing dishes over here, man. Who's washing dishes? Oh, hold on a second. I gotta let me get rid of these prompts. Let me get rid of show prompts off. Yeah, that's it, right? Okay. That thing is the top of the. Let me see. Hey, who's washing dishes? Say. They're watching the stream and they say they could hear someone washing dishes. I was alone when I started streaming, and now there's a sound of someone washing dishes in the background. Oh man, I'm sweating. Hold on a second. I started sweating over here. What is going on? Is someone cooking back here too? Someone is cooking and washing dishes at the same time while I'm over here playing Dreams. Soon I'm gonna have to stop what I'm doing and go help wash the dishes. Eat your eat your own mouth. What does this look like? Look at that. Ugh. Oh man, I gotta learn how to do this, man. So what would I do? Like if I have it like this, let's say I have it like this. If I have it like that, I could use a keyframe. Animate keyframe, or is it action recorder? Let me see. Action recorder. Okay. Boom. And then I will do, hey, who's washing the dishes? I'm hungry. Oh, you made me some food? Thank you. Okay, let's stop this real quick. I want to see what this looks like. What happened? I thought I recorded. I thought I recorded it. Where's the keyframe? Animate keyframe. Okay. Hey, who's washing the dishes? Okay, how does this work? Where is it? Why isn't it working? Get rid of this. Do I have to put it on the timeline? Let me see. Soothing, keep changes. Let me see. You gotta help me with this, man. Timeline. Keyframe. See how this works. Huh. That's not how it works. Let's see. Capture the animation. Let me see. So which one is it? You need the action recorder and turn the mic on. Okay. Okay. So the action recorder like that. What do you mean the mic? This mic? Mic on? Oh, okay. Hey! Who is washing the dishes? Why can't I hear it? I need to fix this jaw though. I need to figure out how to clean that up. Look at that. I can't hear it though. So it's on loop. Animation speed. Oh, so you could do this. I can't hear I turned the mic on though. I don't know what happened with the mic. So this too, if I wanted to make them, let me see. I wanted to make them blink. Ugh. I would do paint. So if I wanted to make them blink, I had to do another keyframe, right? So a keyframe would be, yeah, this, I gotta learn this stuff, man. Keyframe. Oh, see, but I can't go into it. No, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I can't hear the whatever I recorded on the mic though. Gotta go catch it later. All right, brother. I'll check it out. What you made, man. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it doesn't do it on the clone too. See you. Good night, man. Hold on a second. Let me clean this up. Force! What's happening, Force? Just here messing around, man. Let me see something. Let me see how to add something. Beach buggy. That's looking good, man. No, this is the wrong thing. I gotta be in sound mode. Sound mode, search, sound effects. Search, voice. No, man, I've been using I just been messing around with the I was doing it with the DS4, but I was showing the differences between between the DS4 and the motions, like why I like to use the motions more than the DS4 if I'm doing a head like this. Like you can do it, but the DS4 has this problem. This problem. The moving back and forth like this when you have a shape. I'm gonna show you. real quick. I was showing it earlier in the video, but like if you scope into the head like this, man, what is going on? What is going on? Hold on a sec. If I scope into the head, why is it doing that? What is going on here? I don't know how that happened. You know what? Let me get rid of this, just so I could show you what I'm talking about. Okay, okay, right there. Okay. So if you have the motions, yeah, I don't know what happened there. If you have the motions, you know how you can work on something like this. Let's say you got a stamp shape, right? Let's say you have a stamp shape and you're working on something on the nose, and you see how right there the camera doesn't move, but there it does. Look, there it's not moving, but when it gets there the camera moves, and you go forward, it doesn't move. That's what bothers me about the DS4. You see how the camera moves back and forth? That's what bothers me. That won't happen with the motions. And then this too. This fuzzy white outline. So two things that bother me. Yeah. It only happens with the DS4. That's the thing. It only happens with he's a witch. It only happens with the DS4, the moving back and forth like this when you have a shape. It doesn't happen. So, cause I tried messing around with the settings, trying to find the solution to get rid of that problem, and the only solution was moving on to the motions controllers to sculpt. That was the only thing I could figure out. Where am I? So yeah, where am I? Why can't I change the color of this thing? I can't change the color of this. I'm just gonna paint it. Get some gold in there. Oh, that's why. I think I got the studio lighting on. There you go. There you go. So Donnie, you said this looks like you, man. How's your hair, man? Tell me what's your hair like? Is this the kind of hair you have, or different? Why can't I change the color of this? Opacity high. Let me see. Oh, there you go. There you go. Some yellow, green teeth. Some what kind of eyes we're gonna do here? We're gonna do some orange. Yeah, it's a game changer, man. I'm telling you, I for a long time all I was using was the DS4, and I was able to make a whole bunch of stuff, but the motions are, if you wanna advance to the next level, sculpting and painting, you're gonna have to get the motions, man. Because the DS4, it has its limit. It's to a certain point you could use it, but then for other things it's better, you know. That's like if you want to do a blend, right? If you want to do a blend shape, if you want to do, you know, if you want to do a blend shape, you have to always come up here and, you know, you either got to press L1 and square and do this, and with the motions, it's just right there with the turn of a wrist. You just turn your wrist and it happens. I got Wicked Widow's Peak. What's Widow's Peak? Something like that. Let me see. Let's do this. More like that. I'm gonna cut this open. Let me see. You need to tell me. You need to tell me what you look like, man. You tell me what you look like. I'm gonna just try to do it like that. Yeah. Something like that. That's one thing I like about, you know, with dreams, how you can mess around with the blend tool, do all kind of weird stuff. Yeah, man, multiplayer, man, so we could create together, you know. That would be fun. So you see what I'm doing here, how any edit I do here, it does it on here because of the live cloning. That's what I was showing in the beginning of the video. I'm gonna do he got punched in the eye. Got punched in the eye right there. Right there. And we could look let me see, we could look up band-aid. Where's bandage? Something like that. Put that on them. Let me see. Hold on a second. Bandage. I want a band-aid. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. I'm gonna put it right there. And put it. No, man. I'm working. I'm like waiting on the. Waiting on the on my logic guy to mess with the gameplay. I could show you a little bit of it, of what I'm doing, what I've been doing. I'm gonna get rid of that because I've just been messing around with this. Let me show you real quick. I did like some levels. I did the levels and I did the character, but I can't do anything else because I don't know the logic and gameplay side of the stuff, you know. So I'm waiting on him to kind of finish up. Oh, let me show you something. What I did to my self-portrait. Where is this stuff? Where is it? So you know I did the self-portrait, but I haven't released. I haven't released this, what I did to it. Where is it? Okay. So this is the regular one. That's the regular picture, and I did this to it. Where is it? Hold on, that's not right. Where is it? Let me see what happened here. I did edit it. Release versions. Oh, don't tell me I deleted it. Version 1128. Ooh, I think I deleted what I made. Oh no, what did I do? I deleted it. That's not good, man. Or do I have to rewind? Yep, I deleted it by mistake. Not good. So this is another. I don't know if I showed this one. Oh, the character's not in here though. I gotta put the character in. You always gotta put the character in. Oh, that's what happened. Was I checking in the... search? I was checking in Dreamiverse, not my creations. So where's my character? Right here. Okay. There he is. There he is. What's the button for him to dance? I don't remember. Which one is it? Oh, it's circle. There you go. Got a little dance animation. We were gonna do we have him do different dances, so every time he finds something, you know, he does a different dance. Then we're gonna put a different song for each dance too. He's got the little candle in there. Let me show you. He's got a little candle in here that lights up. It has the light form for the nighttime levels. The little radio has this little stuff coming out of it when it's playing the music. So there is an animation for him like digging and stuff like that. Let me see. This is a little cave over here. So this map here is like different areas for him to go to. I'm gonna make this bigger for him to explore. It's not big enough right now. So let me show you. This is just this little area here. So the level is, you know, there's different areas. You know, this is one area over here, then that's another area there, and that's another area over there, and this is another area. You know, for him to walk around and stuff. And if you look in the distance, you can see got the mountains down there. Let's see if I get to the edge, you can see like the mountains and stuff. Yeah, if I jump off of here, he's probably gonna die. Let's see, I should just go ahead and do it. Just to show you. Just to show you. But yeah, that's this level. That's that level. Then there's the beach level. And then there's this level. This level I like a lot. Yeah, this is another level. Supposed to be like a kind of like a farm, you know. So you would search all this whole area over here. You'd walk around this whole area. There'll be stuff in the ground. Right there. Oh yeah, he has a dog too, but I haven't done the I did the follower before. But I gotta put it on him again to so if I go to edit, let me look for let's put him right here. Let's put him right there. So yeah, this is the other level. So there's gonna be stuff like scattered all over the place. I was thinking about having him drive the Jeep, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want to do that, or at least have it to where you can hear the Jeep, or like when he gets in and out of it, when he arrives at a place, you know. And then the dog, the dog. I had a follower on it before, but I took it off because we're messing around with the logic. So I want the dog to be just following him around when he's looking for stuff, you know. So I was thinking about doing this area over here. You know how cars. Well, it's me, the logic guy, and then this guy that only does audio, so he just does music. So what I'm gonna do is, like, if you find cassettes, like in the ground, if you find cassettes, you can put the cassettes in your little radio. If you find the music, you can put it in the radio, and you can find different songs, you know. What I wanted to do too is have cars driving by every once in a while, like have a car driving by through here, and then like on the edge over here you could find things that people throw too, you know, like if a little kid threw a toy out of the window or something, so you'd be walking around here, there might be like a little toy that a kid threw out of the window or something, or maybe a cell phone, or you know, whatever. So I got the collection already made of all the stuff that you can find, but I'm not gonna show that because I don't want to ruin it, you know. I don't want to show what it is that you can find. So there should be about 10 things per level. Yeah, 10 to 15 things, objects that you can find per level, basically. I'm wondering if I should make this a little bigger. I'm not sure. You know what I've noticed too? That it looks better with the aperture. You see how you see the house over there and it looks kind of clear? But if I do this, if I do this, this is something that I've noticed too. You can hide a lot of stuff. So if I go here to the camera, where's the camera? Okay, right here. You go here to the camera. I want to see, I like how it looks like this. If I raise the aperture, right now it's on 20, but let's say if I was to raise it, I think that's where I left it at. If I raise it to 35, let me see. You see that how now the house looks kind of blurry out in the distance. You see it, and then the mountains too. You see like the mountains and everything in the distance looks kind of blurry. I kind of like it because it makes it looks like it's far away. You know. Let me see. You see it looks kind of far away. And you could hide a lot of stuff doing that too. Like if you're using, if you're placing those mountains in the background like that, and you don't want to use a lot of thermal. See, like you could make that blurry, so you could hide a lot of things. You don't have to use like high detailed, mountains and trees and stuff like that, because it's kind of blurry anyway. With the whole aperture thing, I like how this looks too. You see how that looks blurry right there? The car. You see how he's standing there, and you see how the car looks blurry right here? I like how that looks. I like how that looks a lot. So yeah. Let me see which other. I showed you. Was this another level? No, yeah, that's the beach level, that's the cave level, and then that level. Oh, and this is basically this right here is like the hub, the main hub where you start the game. So the game, you'll start it here, and then from here you'll work yourself to the other levels. I'm just waiting on the logic. He made it first person just so I could see what it looks like. Oh, I'm gonna show you something funny. You see this right here is a latrine. I don't know if you ever seen a latrine. Let me show you real quick. Yeah, it's a little house in there. So I told you about finding cassettes. You know, you'll be able to put the cassettes here too in the house. And this is where he's gonna have his the things that he finds. He's gonna have them here. See? All right there. It's just first person right now, just so it's just first person just to see what it looks like right now. But yeah, let me turn this music off so you can see something that I made. Let me show you something. This is something I made. Where's the music at? Okay, let me turn that off just so you can hear it. Alright. So basically in the game you would come to this board here. See, it says use board, and that's how you would travel to the different places. Watch this though, watch this. If you needed to use the potty, the little potty. Let's use the potty real quick. That's the latrine, man. That's how it is out in the wilderness, in the woods. You don't got a fancy toilet. Woo! There you go. He's done right there. That's enough of that. He feels much better. I like how these mountains look, like all around like that. I had to close it in some kind of way. Then this is like a special little shed here. And you gotta put like a you gotta find the password, like passcode, to put it here to get some special stuff. You know? That's the wrong number there. Yeah, that's the wrong number. You gotta find those numbers, man. If you wanna get in there, you're gonna have to find those numbers. The correct numbers. Let me see. Let me see if we can find another one. Let me see. We got the logic stuff already for this. Yeah, see. Yeah, so not only do you have to find the treasures and stuff like that, but you got to find those numbers too to get special stuff out of there. You know, it's the only way. You got to find the clues and you got to find the numbers and all of that. That's the house. What was that sound? So it was a different character before, and I made a completely new character. So yeah, so I made a collection just using you know, just using all the stuff like the landscape and you know the rocks and and everything for to make the levels. So this is all the stuff. This is like the beach level. And then this was another level that I was making. It was like a river. You're like on a little island and then you were like on a river. But I canceled it out because it was like too much. It was too big. Oh, this is a house that I made too before. But I scrapped it too because I decided to use the cabin instead of this house. This house looked way too modern. It didn't go right with the game. Where's my character at? Okay. Oh, he's too big. He's way too big. Yeah, so this was the first house that I made, and it was way too modern looking, so I didn't like it. I mean, it's not a bad house. It's not a bad little house, but it's too modern. That camera is too... You see, I got the TV is way too modern, you know. Got a little kitchen. You come out here. It's just a little house I started making. This is supposed to be like a room. You know, I liked it and all, but it was too. I wanted to have it more like a cabin. So I just stopped working on this. Let me see, what else have I done? This is the lantern. This is the board. And then we're gonna have a menu, that goes with the board to show you what to switch between levels basically. So let me see, beach level. Yeah, I got the treasures right there. I had to, you see, I'm kind of passing by fast because I don't want you to see. This is the treasures right here. Let me do a quick flyby. Let me check it out. Boom. Look at that. Oh, you can't. Oh, that's it. That's all I can show you for the treasures. Now I'm not gonna show you too much. This is another project that I'm working on too, but I haven't finished it. I think Amenjo said he worked on the you know, Amenjo said earlier he did something with one of my characters. I told him I want these the characters animated. Matter of fact, let me check right now to see if he did something. Okay, you see, Amenjo uploaded a new private version Okay, I want to see what he made. No, you can't. I can't use my paintings in anything, because they're way too high, man. I'm gonna show you. Well, this one shouldn't be. Let me see. No, this is the wrong one. I gotta check the other. Let me see. Edit. If I go to thermal, look at this. Okay. This is 7% graphics and 5% gameplay. That's nothing, man. But this is a sculpture, painted sculpture, you know? And that's not even, I'll do more detail. I could do even more detail to it. So, yeah, if I want to make a character, I could make a character, you know, of myself. But something like this, I'm gonna show you. Look, watch this. And this is the reason why I added a filter to this, because of the thermal. Oh, that's what happened. Yeah, it's a sculpt. Let me see. Oh, that's what happened. I did the archive and restore to all of the regular versions of these. Let me see if I can find one that I can look at. So I could show you. Okay. So this is my Alan Watts. It has a little bit of a filter on it. So thermal. This one's not bad. You know, 17% is not bad. I thought it was higher than that. I'm surprised. Oh, you know why? Because it's black and white. It's slow because it's black and white. But when you start doing the colors, that's when you get in trouble, man. Watch. This is a sculpt too. But this, I tried to do a different thing with it. Just a different technique. Trying out different technique. This one is 11%. Oh, that's the thing. Hold on, that's what's going on. There you go. See, because you have to click on the picture. That's what I didn't click on the picture. You see, if you don't click on it, it's 11%. But if I scope into it, you see, look at that, 91%. It'd be impossible to use this in a level. You know, it's just too much. It's just too much. But they're fun though. They're fun to do. Oh yeah, I found out a trick of how for this not to happen. This stuff right here, you see when you spray painting and it does this. I found a trick for it not to do that. But this is what kills the thermal right here. When you do painting stuff, this right here, the beard and the mustache and all of that, that's what kills it. Cause each time you do like this, it's a stroke, you know. It's like this, you know. It's every stroke you lay down. You see, look at that. You see. And what I've noticed is that the paint is unforgiving, man. It doesn't care. Like there's no way to, you know, undo, redo, or go back or erase or nothing like that. Once you hit that 100%, it's done for you. You can't do nothing else. You can't spray more. You can't erase. You can't undo. You can't do anything. It's just it. So it's like every time I'm spray painting something like this, I always got that pressure on top of me of, you know, oh, where am I? Where am I on the thermal? Where am I? And next thing you know, you hit that limit, and that's it. You can't do nothing else. You know, that's one thing. That's the thing compared to everything else. Oh, I saved. I hid the other version of this. This is a sculpt too, but these don't take up a lot of thermal, man. This doesn't take up a lot of thermal. You know, if I do that, see, there's only 2%. Only 2%. And I'm surprised, you know, no one has used it on a character. You know, why not? I mean, I don't know. It's only 2%. That's not bad. But easily someone could put that on a character, you know. Let me see what. Oh, I'm working on this character here, but it's taking me a while. The thing that happened with this, it's a character like a grenade, basically. There's different characters. This character's like a grenade. So what I want to do is I want to make a character out of this. Like a character like this out of this sculpt. Because right now it's a sculpt. This is a sculpt. But that's the idea for this guy. I gotta finish it. I want to make it a character. Let me see what other picture I have. Oh, look, the Kareem. You see, if you look at it like that, it's 11%, but it's got a filter. The reason I put the filter on is because of the thermal again. Look at that, boom, 100%. I can't do any more to it. And the reason I added the filter is to fill in, you know, whatever I could that I couldn't fit anymore. You know, I had no choice but to put a filter on it, because if I would have left it normal without the filter, it would have it wouldn't let me do it. See how this is 88%? I could still add more to this, which I thought of adding like a background, like doing like a blurry background just to make it stand out a little bit more. But it is 88%, you know. Oh yeah. So it's a good idea. Now this, I tried a different technique to see how I could do it, you know, without using too much. You know, it's 24. So this is a sculpt. This is a sculpt paint. You know, see. Let me see. It's all different parts. It's all different parts. You see. Take all of this apart. So the reason I did this was because I wanted to try out something different, to where to save on the thermal. I said to myself, let me see what I can do if I don't do everything as paint, if I use the sculpt and the paint together. Use the two things and it works. You know, what ends up happening is, you know, it ends up being low like that, and you could actually make something more realistic, you know, because you got more room to play with. If I would have painted this, if it would have been a painting the whole thing, this thing would have been at 100. You know, it would have been at 100 because of paint, because I would have had to paint everything. But this isn't all paint. This is a sculpted shapes and painted, spray painted sculpted shapes, you know, which ends up being less thermal. So yeah. So I've just been trying out little tricks here and there. Oh, here goes the version. See, if I scope in, you see 100%. See? Now I'm gonna show you something. Before, when I first did this picture, it was tools. Let me see. It was more like, no, not even that. When I first did this picture, the quality of it was lower, way lower than that. I mean, not that much. See, not even that much. Yeah, more like that. Yeah. When I first did this picture, it was like this. And if you look at it, you see how it looks kind of fuzzy and blurry. It still doesn't look too bad, but it's like fuzzy, blurry looking. It doesn't have that much like sharpness, and it was hard to do the teeth and everything because I couldn't get the sharpness in there how I wanted. But then after that, that's when I figured out, oh, I could do the razor sculpture detail, and I still have a little bit of room, because if I go to, well, now it's at 100%. You see, even if I lower that, it doesn't lower the thermal. The thermal's still 100%, even though I lowered this thing. But if I go to tools and raise it, you see it's raising it here +7. You see now? You see how it looks way better? You see how you can see now more detail in the teeth and whatever. You see it looks way better now. It looks sharper. And when I do that, it's still 100%. You see? So I can't do any more to this. If I wanted to grab the spray paint, and let's say I get some red, and I want to spray on it, well, it let me there, but it's really not supposed to. Like if I do this, I'm gonna show you. Surface snap, right? So let's say I want to keep painting some more. Watch. Let's see how far it lets me do it. Let's see how far. I'm surprised it's still letting me. There you go. You see right there, it hit that 1%. Look. It's still letting me a little bit. I'm basically breaking. I'm not supposed to be. So look, right there, it stopped. There's no more paint left. It's not gonna let me paint anymore. That's it for that. You hit a limit. That's the thing about paint. It's not. It doesn't care. The paint doesn't care where you're at, how much you got left to do, if you messed up or not. It does not care. Once that thermal hits that 100, it's over for you. Party's over. So that's why whenever I'm painting something, I'm always trying to do the most important things first, and then everything else leave it for last. Like if I work on these eyes, the nose, the mouth, the face, everything else I really don't care about. It's the last thing that I mess with. And I know that these strands of hair here are gonna make this thermal skyrocket. So I'll try to do the face first, try to paint this face first and everything. Once I'm done with this face, everything else is like extra. I got the most important part out of the way. Everything else, let's see how much thermal I have left to work with to try to pull this off. So that's how I do that. But sometimes, like I'm gonna like this, for example. If I go to edit, that's what happened to me with this. This is a learning stage for me. When I did this, was like a learning stage, you know, because when I first started doing this face, I tried, you have all this like blood on his face. Well, I started doing a lot of this detail here with all this blood here, this shiny blood. So it was turning out good. I said, okay, this is good. It's looking good. Well, look, 100%, 101%. I said to myself, okay, it's looking good. Everything's looking good. I was thinking that I was going to be able to do detail like this on the rest of the face. And the thermal was like, nope, that's it for you. You can't do any more. So I had to kind of do everything else, just basically just try to paint as much as possible, but I couldn't really get this detail. This detail that I got here, I couldn't do it on the rest of the face. The thermal's like nobody. Let's see if I can raise this. Look, I can still raise this. +4, +5. See, that looks better though. Oh, see, but now you see how I raised the sculpture detail, and if you look at it, when I did that, it doesn't look blurry anymore, So now you can see the imperfections. You see how the imperfections, and that's what I'm talking about. That's signs of thermal desperate. You just get desperate, The thermal leaves you desperate. Like you want to do more. You would like to make this more detailed, but you can't. It doesn't let you. It doesn't want you to. And that's why something like this, it looks sharper, but you have to drop it. I have to drop it. I have to drop it like this so I can get away with making it look like that. You see the difference? It doesn't look as sharp, but I could get away with it a little bit more because it's kind of blurry looking. And that's how that works, man. That paint is no joke. It doesn't care. Let me see. I'm trying to find another painting. See, this is the first time I did it. The other one was the second time. This is the first time I did it, where I hit the thermo, and I was like, man, what? I can't do any more. It's crazy. Look, 101%, and this doesn't even have blood on it. It's at 101%, and there's not even any blood on it. So the first time I did it, I said, how can I fix this problem? How can I improve? What do I have to do? So I try to save as much as possible, and and it's like this it's like this. It's like if I were to say, you know what, let me fix it. Let me erase. Let me erase. So what I'm gonna do is, let's say I did this wrong. If you want to get some white paint, then surface snap. You say, I'm gonna fix this thing. There's no erase tool at all. So, I can't erase anything. I can't go back. I can't start over. I can't fix anything because that thermal is already at 100%. So I can't do anything else. That's it. It's done. Done, and release it. And if you don't like it, delete it. But there's nothing I can fix on there. That's the bad part. Let me see what else I could show. Oh, check this out. My son made this. I was telling my son, I said, listen, you got to make your own profile. Yeah. I said, you gotta make your own profile because you're making stuff on my account and it's filling up my my profile, you know. So if you make your own account, you can have your own stuff. So my son made this. It's pretty cool. I'll show you. So he made these little, he got this astronaut and the aliens walking around. So when I saw this, you know, I came home. He's like, hey, check out what I made. And I looked at it. I said, well, how did you do that? You know, I don't even know how to do that. And then he's got the little option for change cameras. See? You see that? Yeah, right? For a little kid to do that, man. It's crazy. The funny thing about it is I can't even make this, man. I don't know how to do this. We'll change the cameras, and he got the Texas player, and he's got the little aliens walking around. I mean, I'm not a fan of the filter too much, but it's impressive for a little kid to do it, you know. Not bad. I should even release it. The thing is, like I didn't do this. I would like to be able to send it to his profile and have him release it under his name. You know, because I didn't make this. But yeah, interesting stuff, man. Little kid making stuff. Let me see something. Oh, he made this thing too. Check this out. He made this thing too. A little babies walking around breaking stuff. I don't know what's the button though to make things break. Let me see. No, oh, it's R2. He's got it set up to R2 to push things. I thought he had a jump button. I don't see a jump button here. I think he had it to where the door, you could break the door or something like that too. But he never finished it. He'll start something, but he doesn't finish it. He's like, oh yeah, I got this idea. Oh, the little baby messing up a room. Okay. Do it, man. But he never finishes it. He just does it and leaves it on my profile, and it's just sitting here, you know. Let me see. He's done some animation stuff too, like characters. Let me see. Let me show you what he. I don't even know if this is good. I mean, I don't know. It's him messing around. So he made the song. So he made the song, and then he's got the animation to that, to the character doing it. So yeah, I think if he focuses and if he focuses and keeps working on it, he should be able to make some cool stuff. Oh, what you know about this? I know you've seen this guy around.
El helado, si hay, pídalos. El helado, oiga, pásele 6 sabores. Si hay, pídalos.
I grab that guy and I put him into levels, man. If I find a good scene, I just throw him in there. Oh, we made this too. Price bubbles. Check it out. Yeah, he's got I made an account for him, but he's not using it. He's you know, these kids now, man, they rather get into Fortnite and stuff like that. They don't want to get in and make anything. It's like if he does anything, it's because he sees me doing something, then he wants to come into whatever I'm working on and basically put his stuff into whatever I'm working on. But I tell him, I said, no, man, you gotta make your own stuff, man. Check it. So we made this too.
Eat your vegetables.
Eat your vegetables. That's a prize bubble.
Eat your vegetables.
That's a little something we made. Let me see. Know your logic. Yeah.
Check your notifications, fool.
Yeah, so that's easy. We just connect this thing to the. Where's the ball at? We just connect that to the prize bubble, and then when you get it, let me see what else I can find. Let's see. Yeah, that's about it. Let me show you. There's another thing I'm kind of working on too, but I'm just taking my time with it. It's like a little off-road game. Let me see. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, let me show you this too. He made this. My son made this all by himself. Look at this. He made this all by himself. Look at that. Did the camera and the animation and everything. Payback. It's not perfect, but it's just a kid, man. It's a kid doing this. It's like a little scene. So yeah, that's what he did. He did the timeline. See, he's got the cameras. And he did like the action recorder and all of that stuff. He put the little level there. See the action recorder. Camera, whatever, I don't know. I don't even know if that's right, you know, if it's done right, but it doesn't matter, you know. It's about a kid doing something like this, you know. By the time he's, you know, when he gets older, he's got a lot of potential, you know. That's what I keep trying to tell him. But yeah. Let me see. Oh, he made this too, which I don't know what's going on over here. It's supposed to be a brain, and it's got vacation, food, school. I guess that's what you're thinking about all the time. Career. That's what your brain is thinking all the time. That was his idea. It's crazy, right? Yeah. It'd be cool if I could put that stuff on his profile, but he doesn't. I can't do it. It's like it's now on my profile, so I can't. Let me see what else. You know, this is my favorite song in all of Dreams. I can't get enough of this song, man. I love this song. Love this song, man. I would play that in my car, man. For real. I would play that in my car all day long. Let me see. What else is there? There's something here that I wanted to. Oh, this is for the short story, but I haven't worked on it anymore. Where is it? Oh, he made this too. Check this out. This is funny, man. Check this out. Did the animation. Little animation he did, man. Look at that. He put the camera there. He got the action recorder. Look at that. So he put a camera right here, and then he put another camera right there, man. Look at that. And he basically just took two spheres and put the big butt on the character and did the animation here to where the character's dancing like that. This is a kid made this, bro. I'm not gonna release this under my name, you know. So if I were to release it, someone would be like, "What the hell is Nivi doing?" It's not me, man. It's my son. He's just learning animation and, you know, messing around with cameras and stuff like that, man. But yeah, funny stuff, man. Funny stuff. Yep, I like making some music stuff too, man. I like messing with music, but I haven't done anything. Yeah, right? Yeah, music is fun too. Sometimes I start making music and I get stuck in there. I don't want to do anything else. Yeah, music is fun. You're crazy, man. Music is fun, man. I get lost. Also, what I wanted to show you, this buddy circle thing was another project that I was working on, where it's some guys. Let me show you. Let me show you. I'm gonna go to edit. It's just a couple of guys sitting there outside of a cabin around the fire, and they're just talking. I wanted to have them to where they're talking. Oh, Amenjo closed his mouth. Look at that. Amenjo did some surgery on this guy. So basically, I got these characters, right? And they're sitting around this fire, and all they do is talk about, you know, dreams. That's all they do. They talk about creations. They talk about any updates, or they talk about different creators. You know, this guy's always grumpy. This guy over here, you know. And this guy, you know, this guy had his mouth open, but I guess a Menjo did something to him, to his mouth. I don't know what he did. He said he did some surgery to his mouth. So let me play it. Let me play it real quick for you just to see. Let me see. Let me play it.
Guys, you wanna hear a joke? This is gonna be a good one.
The camera's supposed to be over here like this.
Hey guys, just passing through.
Where's this guitar? Where's this guy's guitar at? Hold on a second. What happened to the timeline? There's some squirrels over there having a conversation. Yeah, there's supposed to be some squirrels over here having a conversation, but seems like the cameras got deleted. Where are the cameras at? Maybe he had to delete the cameras. Let me see. Because if you press, yeah, there's supposed to be a camera right there. Yeah. Let me see the notification to see what it is that he did. Yeah, that's what he did. He removed the cameras.
This is gonna be a good one.
Yeah, so I asked the Menjo to make to try to make all their faces animated so I could make the show basically. Hold on a second, there was a different version though. This one. Okay, so this is how it was before, but I guess a Menjo removed the cameras and all that stuff. You see how the guy's playing a guitar?
Guys, you wanna hear a joke? This is gonna be a good one.
You see how you see he picks up the chair and sits back on it and the other guy's playing the guitar? That's my daughter talking. She wanted to participate. So she did the voice for the squirrel. He kicked the box into the fire. I gotta get rid of that bear. Yeah, so Amenjo did the thing for the Amenjo did the thing for the animation of the character, but he deleted the guitar and the cameras. So I gotta figure out what's the deal with that. Yeah, I don't know what happened there with the cameras. So yeah, I'm gonna get off. Oh, this is another thing I'm working on. Check it out. Check this out. It's like an off-road thing. I'm gonna turn this thing on just so you can see. All right, look at that. Look at that. It's supposed to be at night though. I just turned on the studio lighting. You got a little Jeep here. And the gas station. And I got the character. But I'm gonna make a different character. This character was for a different project that I was gonna do. But I'm gonna change it because I want to make it more like an adult. This is more like a kid, you know. So this is supposed to be at night. So let me do play. Okay. This is and that's the thing. That's the thing. I got a lot of ideas for games and stuff, but I can't do this stuff on my own. I need help with logic and animation and all that stuff, you know. So he's got the little Jeep here, and you see that, you see the fuel there is at 100%. The gas station, if you pull up to the gas pump, it fills back up. So if I were to go this way, you know, it takes a while. It takes a long time to get there to all the different places. That's a place over there. Wherever the light is at, that's a place. Then all these other places where you see lights at, those are different places too. You see, you drive to these places. See the gas station back there? And you can get out of the car. I jumped out of the car while it was moving. So if I go over here, I'm gonna go to this. I mean, those places are pretty far, cause I've only done like 2 or 3 places. I haven't done any more. And I'm gonna put the gas stations close to where those places are too. Cause if it runs out, you know, you lose your car. For now, I haven't really done any more to it. I think this place is closer than that one over there, but it takes a while to get there because I still haven't added more places. I gotta add more places like that. It won't seem so far away. Like that, you have a lot of close places to go to, not just these far, everything far. Let me see. The thing is, this Jeep is kind of slow, but I wanted this Jeep to be slow. I don't want it to be fast. I don't want you to get anywhere too fast. Because if you're doing off-road and, you know, if you're going up rocks and going up like mountains and stuff like that, I want it to be slow and steady. You know, not flying, going up a mountain. I don't want it to be like that. That's why this Jeep is so slow. So this place here is the closest right now. You see those other places over there? Wherever there's lights, that's where all the different places are. You see that light over there? That's like a mountain over there. The gas station is all the way back there. You can barely see the light because it's all the way back there. When I was a kid, man, I used to love like going, you know, to the countryside and seeing lights in the distance, you know, of houses and light poles and stuff like that. Yeah, I wanted to make it like real dark to where you could see those lights. The only thing you could barely see, the only thing you could see is those lights kind of in the distance. Yeah. I don't want you to be able to see too good. It's got to be, I want it to be dark. I want you to only see those lights in the distance. It just gives it that mystery, you know? Like what's over there, you know? What's over there where those lights are? I want to go over there and see, you know? And then when you get here, you know, I might light it up some more. You see, when you get here, this is a place. You see, this is a place here. It just adds to the mystery, you know. It's just a little game I'm working on. But you see what I mean? I might have an idea of something, of a game, but I can only do so much, you know. I can only do so much for it. And that's another thing I need to fix. Because if the car flips over, I've noticed that there's something about the cars when they flip over, they start like floating. Something I need to figure out of why that happens, you know. Like if you accelerate too much, the car just floats in the air. But I wanted to do it like an off-road, you know. You go up this mountain there's a hole right there where you could go in. It's like a cave. You see that hole right there? But I haven't done the interior yet. So you go up here. Now lower the volume of the engine because it was too loud. Like when you accelerate, it was way too loud. So you go up here, you see? See how you can see the other places in the distance? You see that? You see that over there? And then there's something over there. Then that's the gas station all the way over there. You see the gas station all the way over there? That's how far that is. So yeah. You see, this is one place. Look, the character's right here. This is the character. That's his Jeep. You see? That's a place over there. That's another place over there. There's all different places. I want to make different places where you could go to. It's like a cave. The gas station is right here. It's pretty far. Everything's pretty far. I got this mountain over here. This here is like, let me see, where is it? Where is the top part? There's some kind of, oh, there it is. Yeah. When you get up here, see, when you go in through the bottom, and then when you get up here, you know, you drive through here. When you get up here, you can see out that way. So when you get up here, you'll be able to look, and you'll be able to see lights, all kinds of lights in different places. So if there's a light over here, you know, if there's something over here, there's going to be some lights over here. Then if there's something here, there's going to be some lights, and there's going to be a different area here or over there. I might do like a little town or something. You know, if I do like a little town with houses over here. So when you want to drive over there, you just get in your car and you drive over to that area. So yeah, that's the idea. I just noticed though that I got this thing here, but everything is back there, so you can't really see it. I need to start doing more stuff on this side. But yeah, where's the character at? Okay, the character's right here. But yeah, that's an idea. That's just one idea. And I had another idea of a car, drifting a car. Let me see, where is it? Drift, 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 drift. Yeah, one of many, man. You know what I've noticed though about dreams? One thing I've noticed is that if you know how to sculpt, if you know how to paint, okay, you can do that. Like me, I could do it. But I'm limited, you know, I can only do so much. If I don't know the logic, or I don't know if I don't know the animation, you know, I could try to learn it, but I'm limited to what I can do. So if I have an idea and I want to do something, I gotta ask for help. I gotta say, hey, someone that knows logic or animation, I say, hey, can you help me? I got this idea. Can you help me out? And then and really that's the only way to pull it off. You know? There's no other way to pull it off. Let me see, where is this thing? And the same goes, like, you can have a person that knows logic, but if they don't know how to sculpt it, you know, they don't know how to paint, you know, they go just do logic and not be able to do anything else, you know. So in dreams, you need to work together with people. You can't just do, unless you're a person that knows how to do, you know, everything. which is hard. It's hard for you to know how to paint, how to sculpt, how to do the logic, how to do the animation, and that's hard for people. People, that come into dreams that don't know how to do anything, and they might have a whole bunch of ideas. It's gonna be tough, man. Where is this thing? Why can't I find this thing? I'm trying to find the drifting game. See, if I were to go to this, if I were to go, this is a game that I started trying to make, and the thermal, not only did the thermal shut me down, but I wanted to do more things to it, but I couldn't because, it's got, I needed help, basically. I needed help trying to do more things, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't pull it off. I can only do so much, Look at this guy. My son did that animation. It's funny because I wanted to get the camera low, like low and up to the character, because it's like a miniature, to get that miniature look. And that's why I kind of set it up that way. But I had a lot more ideas, but the thermal shut me down on this too, man. That's why this guy is walking by so slow, because of the thermal. Polly Pocket? Who's Polly Pocket? What is that? I never heard that before. What's Polly Pocket? Oh, no, I don't know. No, it's just it's just a character I made. Yeah, so you can get on here. Let me see. Yeah, but I think it's got too much of the camera has too much of that field of view. The field of view is a little bit too much. The reason I did that camera, I wanted to do miniature, but I think it's a little bit too much. Might have to push it back a little bit. Just one of many little ideas. Originally what I wanted to do with this was make it to where the character drives around in the car to different places, like the stuff her side, like gas stations. You stop at a gas station, you put gas. You stop at a restaurant drive-through and you get food. Whatever, different places to visit. But it's like as soon as I started messing with it, that thermal started shutting me down, and I was like, oh, what do I do then? So then I thought maybe maybe I do it as miniature. Maybe I could get away with it, with making a bigger world if I did it miniature size. You know? So this really didn't turn out like what I really wanted to do. I couldn't do it. This isn't really what I wanted to do for this. And I kind of just left it. I just left it how it was and did it. So yeah, let me see something. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. I put the triggers on here. Let me see. Let me see. Is it here? Yeah. Oh yeah, it doesn't send you to the next to the next dream. Because I disconnected it. It's supposed to, oh, it's this one. It's supposed to send you to this. So the next dream, aside from that one, is this one. You know? So there's supposed to be like another dream. Where it's like just drifting. I just wanted to make a drifting game. Yeah. But that's the thing, is like I said, you know, I really don't have any help. You know, I might have an idea, but I'm by myself. I'm alone, man. I can only do so much, you know. I can make characters. I could do the characters. I can work on levels and stuff like that. But as far as gameplay goes, I guess, you know, I can only do so much, man. I got my statue up there on that hill up there. If you go up there, it's ugh. I haven't played this in a while. This is another thing that I kind of, you know, I kind of just left it. I didn't mess with it anymore. I didn't mess with this anymore. Cause again, I don't, you know, I'm by myself. I mean, what else can I do? I got the car to drift. I'm not gonna go up there. There's a statue up there of a sculpt that I did. There's a place over here. There's like a little obstacle course over here on this side. Ugh. And that's actually pretty fun to do this drifting. I was gonna do a track to not just be drifting around like a mountain or anything like that. I wanted to do a track, but I just never got around to it. Where's the exit at? I gotta find this exit. And I figured that out by myself. How to make the car not just be normal, like drive like a normal car. I wanted it to drift. It's around here. The place is around here somewhere. There it is. Okay, there it is. So I wanted to do like an obstacle course. And I put a gas station right there just in case you run out of gas. Because I know you're going to run out of gas at some point. And that's a whole idea for this game. Just a drifting game. Cause I used to do a lot of drifting on Gran Turismo. I used to make tracks just for drifting. It was so much fun. Thanks, man. Another thing too, man, I like playing games that are just relaxing sometimes. Like there's really no objective, there's no, you know, there's no mission, no nothing, no one's forcing you to do this or do that. It's just you messing around. You know, it's just a level and you messing around. That's all it is. No one's forcing you to go collect something, or no one's forcing you to jump a ledge or grab, you know, grab points, or, you know, it's just chilling, man. Sometimes I just want to play a game where I'm just relaxing, you know, I'm just having a good time. No one's telling me, no one's forcing me to do anything. You know? That's all this is. Ooh, a crash. Well, yeah. That's all this is. But yeah, man, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it now. I've been on for almost 3 hours. I didn't even do that what I was originally gonna do with this face, this head. Oh, let me show you something too. I needed some help with this thing. I wanted to do this, but I needed some help with it. This thing, I don't know if you ever seen it. If you guys have seen it. But I wanted to do scenes. Then this is just one scene that I made. Yeah. Yeah. Look at this. It's just a scene right here. But again, I needed help with animation, you know. Yeah, that's just a little something I made. I made the song. Let me see. Oh, what did I do? Did I just get out? Yeah, I got out of there. Yeah, I made that song and I put that little scene together, but I was having problems because I wanted to make those boxes hit the wall and then make like a crack in the wall and fall down. I didn't know how to do that, so I had to ask for help. You know, I might have an idea, but if I don't know how to do something, you know, I just can't. I gotta either try to figure it out on my own, or ask for help to see if somebody helps me. You know. But yeah, there's just some stuff that I like. But yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys later, man. Thanks for joining me. I'm gonna cut it. It's time to go to bed. Thanks for joining me though. It was fun. I don't know what to do with this, man. Man, 28%. What the hell? I don't know what to do with this thing. I'll probably mess with it some more. I just leave it like that. Release it like that. Yeah. All right, man. Good night to both of you guys, man. Thanks for joining me. I'll catch you. Oh, man, I forgot. You know when you guys were saying about somebody washing the dishes? My wife made me some sandwiches and I completely forgot about them. So they've been sitting here this whole time and I forgot to eat them. And now I just noticed that they're here and they're all cold now. Oh man, I had to warm them up and eat them. All right, guys. Good times. I'll talk to you guys later. Catch you on the next one.